Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy freaking Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How are y'all? Zach, you saying I want to tell you again? Yes. I love this telly. It's killer. Yeah, this telly is a great guitar. This telly is a fantastic guitar. I love it. It is a made in Japan 62 reissue or something like that. It's a monster. I love it. Lawler specialties in it as well. Anyway, yeah, welcome to Wednesday Night Live. I'm Jimmy. I come here almost every single Wednesday to hang out, talk gear, chat, talk about the goings-ons of the music world, the church worship world, whatever. And yeah, usually here for about an hour. Talk, play guitar. Coinciding with my AMA. Looks like we actually had a pretty decent AMA today as well. Do I like the midnight? Of course I do. Love the midnight. We are streaming on Instagram and YouTube. If you want to hear the stream in full, glorious, illustrious stereo, you can head over to YouTube, my YouTube channel, and listen there. So that you can hear the ping pong left and right. Or whatever. Yeah, I love the Midnight. They're one of my favorite bands. Seeing them in September. Currently eating fat-free Greek yogurt with freeze-dried strawberries and stevia as my pre-bedtime protein meal. They wrote a song about my home, Los Angeles. Yes. They did. They did. See, John says, what do you think about sneaking in riffs from other songs, like the Star Wars title? You know what I mean? What do you think about that? I mean, dude, I think it's awesome. I think it's fun. There's so many things to be serious about in the church world. Yeah. Have a good time. Enjoy it. I mean, I forgot who was it. One of the guys who actually just recently started following, who actually ended up meeting at the Strike concert in Houston. His thing that he was posting on Instagram was about it was like day 30 of fitting in fitting in a Sweet Child of Mine into songs. And so it'd be like Oh, let me see. What's the tempo? It would be like doing like a build or something like that. It'd be like something like that, and I kind of butchered his content. Yeah, yeah. I think it's fun. I mean, I like doing what's it called? I love Jurassic Park. I mean, obviously you guys have seen my videos, so we'll add like things like the whole sequence in Dune where it's like things like that. I love movies. I love soundtracks. So anytime I can throw in things like that, I think it's awesome. Eh, what do you mean? Okay, okay. Let's talk about this for a second. I think it's cool as long as you don't try to force it all the time. Obviously, you're not replacing the Star Wars theme with the theme from Holy Forever. I don't know, whatever. But okay. So what we do at the Loft is, so we have 3 services. We have one on Saturday night, one on Sunday morning, and then 2 on Sunday morning. So on our last service on Sunday, we always kind of encourage each other to like do something new, do something fun, take a risk, or something along those lines, right? Try something you didn't do, maybe whatever. Use your imagination. And so, what I'll usually do is I'll try to find something that's kind of like that a few people can kind of, I don't know, watch and appreciate. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fun. See, my father was a pastor and he didn't allow me. Well, sorry. If your dad's a pastor, then that means you're a PK and you're already predisposed to a whole lot of things. The T-Rex sound reverb would probably be sick. Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, imagine opening up like a filter. Actually, so what I've thought about doing, and I know there would be like legal ramifications, so whatever. I actually thought about getting some like audio captures of some of my favorite like atmospheric soundtrack type stuff and just like putting that into like a loop in Ableton and kind of like letting that be like the background stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I definitely want to try it and see kind of how it feels. People over on YouTube are like, I heard this channel had Updog. I don't see I don't see anywhere it is. What's up, dog? I don't know. What's up with you? Got him. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of doing stuff like that. I did a pedal board revision today or this week, and it's interesting. It is interesting. You'll see some videos this weekend. So Billy said on Instagram, how do you record your playing on Sundays? Audio and visual. I want to start. There's a bunch of different ways. What most guys like to do is they like to capture their inner mix using some kind of a thing. I don't like using the inner mix because I don't like hearing people's click. Plus, most people's mixes aren't that good. Will Braun, welcome. Shane Long, oh my gosh, the boys are here. The boys are freaking here. This is awesome. Wilbron runs front of house, and he's a killer bass player, killer producer, killer mixer. He's the goat. He's a certified farm animal goat. Anyway, so yeah, well, yeah, a lot of people will get some kind of adapter and then run like a cable from their in-ear pack to that little adapter that connects to your phone. So you just connect, you capture video and do whatever. Like I said, I don't like doing that because I think most people's mixes sound like trash, and I'd rather not have my mix sound like trash. I'm going to be posting videos about it, especially if it's like inspirational tone guitar things or whatever. Plus, a lot of those devices tend to also have a what's it called? They also tend to have pretty low headroom. Lopez use an audio interface in your phone camera. Yeah, that works too. Actually, what Jake did over the summer, I thought was awesome. He had a secondary in-ear mix station just for his videos, and obviously, I'm not expecting churches to be like to do that. So what I do is I will get videos. I'll just capture video with my phone on the same tripod that I'm using right here. And I'll just get the multi-tracks from the actual recording of the service, and I'll mix it at home. I usually like to do it on Sunday, but I might stop doing that, or maybe do it once the kids go to bed, so that I'm not just like busy all day Sunday. Yeah, so I do that because I love the art of recording, love the art of learning how to mix and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't say I'm a mixer by any means, but I think my videos sound pretty good, all things considered. And plus, it allows me to add extra things. So, for instance, this past weekend, we did From the Inside Out, and I was running Click from my Ableton setup. Lopez, no, it's Greek yogurt and freeze-dried strawberries. What was I saying? So like getting all the multi-tracks allows me to, like, I don't edit the guitars or edit the drums or anything like that, but I will add like I will add like pads, or I will add like synth stuff or keys stuff just to kind of fill in the gap. Like, for instance, like I said, this past weekend we did From the Inside Out and going into Fresh Wind, and so I handled that transition, and I wanted it to be a little bit better sounding on my video. So I went to Omnisphere, found my same pad sounds that I normally use if I'm doing transitions or keys or synth stuff at church, and just added those. Added some chords. Yeah, just had a good time. Let's see. Yeah, this past weekend was actually awesome. We had a few cool throwback moments. Yeah, super sweet moments. It was awesome. Which I do have a full video of that song on my YouTube channel. So you can go have a listen, have a watch, tell me my mix sounds like trash. I'm actually pretty happy with that one. We actually did a cool thing where the transition from Inside Out, which is in C, to Fresh Wind, which is in D. So we kind of did that thing where it's like, and then from there we would go into the whole, there's little things like that. I love transitions. It allows me to flex the muscle of atmospherism and my love of soundtracks and creating universes. Leo Andrade says, "Hey, bro, say hello to Brazil." Hello, Brazil. I'd love to go down there. Yeah, so tonight I am using Kali 76 FET, the new black one, or the newer version, the blackout version of it, and I'm using the daily driver. So currently I'm just using the daily driver boost. So this is clean. Do you ever play solos behind your back just for fun? What do you mean? Like boomer solo stuff, like where I'm holding the guitar behind my back? No, that's stupid. Anyway, yeah, so I'm using the daily driver. So right now this is just clean tone with the Kali 76. This is the daily driver boost. This is the daily driver drive. This is it with the boost. Yeah, so I did some revisions to my board and have a lot of drive pedals on it right now. So I have the daily driver, the Nordland ODRC, the Aspen, K-Steady-FX, the King of Tone, and the KTR. A lot of drive, a lot of overdriven goodness. One of the cool things I did with the King of Tone is, so a few months ago I sent it to Analog Man to add the 4 jacks so that I could have the 2 sides independent. And what I like about that is that now I can, plug certain drive pedals into certain parts of the King of Tone. So for instance, I have the daily driver. Actually goes Kali 76 daily driver. Then the daily driver is going into the yellow side of the King of Tone, which I have set as a boost. And then that goes into the Nordland, then the Aspen. The Aspen goes back into the red side of the King of Tone, and then the red side of the King of Tone goes into the KTR. So you get a bunch of different shades of gain this way. So this is the daily driver boost and the King of Tone. Is the Kali 76 FET noticeably different than the Compact Deluxe? So I mean, talk to Jake about this. 50 Shades of Gain. Yes, I love that. So the Kali 76 FET, a few things I noticed is, so some of the things they did was the previous Kali 76, you could run it anywhere from 9 to 18 volts. What the new one does is it internally jumpers it from 9 volts to 24 volts. And so you do have some more headroom. It does feel a little bit more punchy, which I like. The form factor too is smaller, and you get the actual LED VUs, which I like. So for me, just for the sake of it being smaller, lighter, and having additional headroom, I like it. So I'm happy with it. Frequency Co. says, I love ODR 1 style with the Tele course. Yeah, it's so good. It is so good. Yeah, so right now I'm leaning towards thinking of just using the daily driver as like always on the boost at least. So this is the daily driver boost going into the Nordland. After that, I have the Aspen, which I'm actually using as a fuzz right now, which is kind of cool. Actually, let me try something. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. But apart from that, I've been using the Aspen just as another shade of gain. Yeah. Then of course after that, then I have the King of Tone Red side. I'll try some real quick. What do I think of the Daily Driver? I want to get it, but I don't want to kind of compromise. I am with you on that. I held off from getting one for a long time. Yeah. Honestly, though, I don't think I would have gotten it if they didn't release the version with the boost. Like I don't know. That's just me. Yeah, I mean it sounds good, but I mean I don't know. Let me see. This is just the drive. Yeah, I like it. So the way I have it set up is volume is at like 3 o'clock. Gain is a little above 9 o'clock. The boost level control is at 9 o'clock. Then honestly the high and the low controls are at noon. I didn't do any. I haven't done anything with it apart from just adjusting it as it is. Yeah, no, it's cool. Honestly, I just like the boost. Me and Steven were talking about it today. Like the boost is just it's literally just like a more volume. And it sounds silly, but that's kind of all I want. That's really all I want in a boost pedal. All I want is just a basic boost. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Yeah, so that's the boost. I do have the high cut switch set to the left. I've not read a manual, haven't done anything about it, so I don't know where that's being affected. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, this gives me a lot of drive options. Probably too many. Yeah, Steven Burgos. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't remember his name, his last name. Have you tried the prickly pear? I'm a diehard Benson Pram fan. No, I know Ethan. Known him for a long time. That's obviously that's not the reason for me not trying it. I don't know. Doesn't really. Nothing I've heard has really stood out to me. So I've also not tried the Benson preamp either. So Benson preamp's so good, yeah. Honestly, I mean, I was talking to the boys today, and I was like, I think I have too many drive pedals. I got a lot. It's the whole thing with having this many drive pedals is that you want them to be distinct, and you want them to have their own sound, their own voice. You don't just want like just a bunch of the same things. I'm actually thinking about maybe getting like a good like TS-808, just like a tube screamer. Rywin says Prickly Pear is mid as heck. Okay, dude, talk more. I have no thoughts or opinions on it. I know it's based off of the Korg SSD something or whatever preamp. That's about all I know. I think the thing for me is I either am in the camp of want something as transparent as possible, or I want it to be as crazy colored as possible, which is why I have, so many drives, They're all different shades and colors of different things. So, the Nordland it's a Nobles type thing, right? The Aspen does the kind of kilt thing. I'll turn some effects on. Same here with the Prickly Pear. Seems like there's a lot of hype around it. Benson preamp is so transparent you can get into the fuzz territory. That's cool. I mean, here's the thing. Like it's not a bad thing what I'm about to say. So, Ethan or Tone Ranger Audio, he's buds with Jake, and Jake has a big following. So of course, Jake likes it, so he's gonna help out his friend. Yeah, absolutely. If I had friends who are making pedals and they're making dope stuff, I mean, say the same thing about me and Case Study. Like I like the Case Study stuff. As long as you use it. Like, so I was talking to some guys about the Aspen today, and we were discussing the quote, the problems with the kilt is that is it such a deal breaker? And then you look at a lot of people who have the Aspen and they're running the volumes relatively low because that's what they're used to with the kilt. And so for me, what my kind of response to that is like, the Aspen solves, I wouldn't say it's a problem necessarily, but it makes it a lot more flexible. And I want that kind of flexibility with my drives. Pretty much all of us have used the kilt with the volume dimed because it is relatively low output compared to other things, So, Prickly Pear just adds a little hair to already pushed down. Yeah, I mean, dude, like there's a million pedals that do that, It could be the EP booster. It could be the Daily Driver boost or the Schnobeltone boost, right? Sam watching on YouTube really with studio headphones. Nice. So people on YouTube want me to riff some more on the Aspen. I will. Let me make it a fuzz again. Ooh, so one thing I like about the Aspen in terms of its fuzz is it's very spitty. Lopez says, have you tried the small tree from Audio Kitchen? I've not tried it. Do you Frequency Co on Instagram said, do you run your drives dimed with volume and no gain? No. I mean, definitely. So on the King of Tone, it's well known that it has relatively low output. So the volume is dimed on my King of Tones. On my King of Tone. But wow, that was a statement. On my King of Tone, on both sides, I have the volume up all the way. And then the drive is kind of varies. Let's see. On the Nordland, I have the volume about 2 o'clock, and the drive is about 9. That's what you get there. I love the Nordland. It is such a great sounding drive pedal. On the Aspen, I have the gain at 9 o'clock. Well, currently, because it's in Fuzz World, I have it set to 9 o'clock. The tone is set to about 10 o'clock. The volume is at noon, and the bass is around 1 or 2 o'clock. That's the sound. I love it. Tommy Ayala says, thoughts on the Broken Arrow? Kind of bored mine. So, man, here's Jackson Audio is it is a company that has so much potential, but I feel like they always just hit like 80%, 85% max. The only pedal they just knocked out of the park was the Prism. That's the only pedal that I feel like is just a standout pedal by its own. Everything else just feels like it just barely missing the mark. And it's like, oh, it could be great. But it's just not, man. And I think that's kind of where the whole idea of, does it have color? Is there a texture? Is there like a uniqueness to it? None of the Jackson Audio pedals have anything like that. Even the Bloom, which ironically I sold to Sam here. He's a buddy of mine. And it just doesn't really do it for me, man. It's the Bloom it's one of those things where it has a lot of great potential. The EQ is awesome, the boost is awesome, but the compression just doesn't do it for me. The Cali did it for me. The Keeley definitely did it for me. Keeley's awesome. This is $99 pedal. Yeah, I don't know. Not a huge fan of them. Although I would like to see maybe I think it's their Hourglass compressor. I have heard that that's pretty cool. But, Jackson Audio just doesn't really do it for me. I wish it did, because, Brad Jackson is a pretty forward-thinking person. But for some reason, it's just kind of missing, Back to Fuzz. Okay, that's dope. So here's the weird thing. I find a sound on a pedal, and I usually don't really change it, especially with drives. But this is the Aspen in Fuzz World with the tone up all the way and the bass turned down. Ooh, you know what I want to try? I'm going to see if this will work. It might, or it might not. We will see. Oh, I wish I had an EBO. I need an EBO. I need an EBO. That is fun. That is super, super fun. I'm going to try something. Where are you? There you go. Let's see how this sounds. This is cool. Yeah, that's some cool stuff. That's with my pitch glitch preset on the LVX. Pitch glitch, my big gravity, and just a standard dual stereo delay on the H90. Lopez, what pickups are you using? These are I think they're the Special T from Lawler. I think that's what they are. Thanks, y'all. Like I said, if you want to go hear it in stereo, head over to YouTube. So right now, this is the LVX pitch glitch, gravity big, And before the LVX, I have my RV5 reverb on the H90. What do I think of Relic guitars? I like them. I like them. I mean, I think the whole Relic thing really just accomplishes a guitar that's been heavily used. You know, some people like to do that, but I mean, you know, I bought a '76 Les Paul Custom that's beat to death, and it's awesome, right? I don't know if I would buy a Relic one, like a new one that's Relic. I don't know. Depends on the guitar. Obviously, if it was a modern guitar, I think I actually might be okay with that. But yeah. What all do I typically use in the H90? Well, see, we can play it. I'll do one by one. I have my first preset on the H90 is chorus. Second preset is vibrato. Next preset is a dual stereo tremolo. The one after that is kind of like a flint-like tremolo. There's also a plate reverb on it. After that, I have a dual delay, which is just like a quarter note and an eighth note. Stereo. Super easy. I like having that because then I can blend it with my dotted eighth on the LVX. Right. Nothing crazy. I love digital delay. You know, a lot of people like tape delay or analog delay, but I love digital delay. I think it's awesome. After that, I have a micro pitch. Yeah, nothing crazy. And there actually is a little bit of a delay in there too. I actually never noticed that. After that, I have my a reverb that I made like 10 years ago on the H9. You can import them into the H90. So I like the RV5, and so I made a RV5 type reverb. Which honestly, dude, it goes hard and it sounds great. It's bright, tons of modulation. Sounds awesome. Because then you get to blend, you know, the H90, you know, RV5 into the gravity on the Mercury X. It's awesome. So great. Anyway, after that, I have Octave. What's up, David? How are you, man? Yeah, so that's my warm octave. That's just their octave, their pitch flex plugin, not plugin, effect, and then an EQ compressor. I have it set to where it's pretty low. Honestly, it's the same reason why it's the same thing for where people would use a POG for, just to kind of thicken up single note lines. Devin, Tone Shepherd, how are you, man? David, did you go see the strike in New York? Bro, if you did, we need to connect. Yeah, so warm octave, it's, I've never owned a POG, or actually I've never kept a POG. I've owned one, I never used it. After that, I have kind of a chorus with compression and EQ. This is just kind of for like pristine, clean chorusy sounds. Dude, that's so awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you went. Dude, okay. When you saw them, did you get the feeling that, hey, this band is going to be huge? Or maybe not huge, but like they're definitely one of those bands that can draw. Like their music calls for the venue to be huge. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I love them, man. Got to run merch at their table here in Houston. Cool guys. Yeah, super cool. Alt Bloom, yeah, he was okay. Nice guy. Definitely not as good as the strike. Yeah, so that's like just a EQ and a chorus, and a compression, just to kind of tighten things up, especially if I'm using the baritone. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I got sidetracked talking about the strike show. Asking about good octave. Okay. This isn't okay. My unpopular opinion about octave is that I think it's okay to have artifacts. If I'm going to use octave for something, I don't want it to be this perfectly pristine doubling octave type thing. That's me personally. A lot of people do, and that's fine. I'm okay with there being a little bit of like artifacts and whatnot in the effect. That's why I used the Marist Enzo, not Enzo, the Marist Hedra for a long time for octaves. Yeah, so for instance, if you listen to this, you're going to get a little bit of artifacts, and I'm okay with that. I actually kind of like that. So, yeah, good tracking, whatever. Definitely do that, but I think the more important thing is to kind of figure out how you want to use it and go from there. Obviously, Electro-Harmonix has a lot of their different pitchfork things, which are great, and they definitely work. So maybe start there, start cheap before you spend a couple $100 on a POG. Let's see. They need to open up for the band Commuter 975. Yeah, I actually think that they would. They actually might be a good fit to open up for the Midnight as well. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce your name. If it's Anthony, or Anthony, whatever. What chorus battle should I look into for 250 and under. Um, what's it called? Julia, Walrus Julia, or Juliana if you find stereo. If you can find it used, yeah, dude, Julia's freaking awesome. Okay, back to the H90. After the clean chorus compression thing, then I have a rotary sound. Made for the song Praise, and then we never did it. But it's there. Rotaries are cool. Yeah, rotary's cool. After that, I have a preset called Liquid Sweetener, which is it's like a more static. It's just like a widener. So you could use that for like maybe you want to do another single note thing. Maybe something like that, maybe. I don't know. It's just there. It's another effect. And then I have that same effect, but with octave as well. This is actually a little bit, it's different than my warm octave one. Let's see. Get a DC2W for 250? Probably. Yeah. Dude, Reverb or Facebook Marketplace, man. Marketplace is where I've gotten so many great deals. Wildcraft stuff from Boss actually really good. Oh yeah, absolutely. Nice. Oh yeah, dude, the C2 is awesome as well. 100%. What's my favorite drive pedal? That's a tough question. All of them. Realistically, probably the one that's been on my board the longest, which is the King of Tone. Yeah, probably King of Tone. I've had it for so long, it's kind of like I took it off for a few weeks and I missed it. I missed it. It's weird because there's still some things I don't like about it, but it's the King of Tone. Yeah. Picked up a Chroma console and it covers a lot of ground if you're trying to get a lo-fi sound. I want to try. I do want to try the Chroma console, but I mean I'm not in a huge rush. You know, I've undergone so many pedal board revisions lately that I need to sell some things. That's for dang sure. So I'll probably sell my Volante if you all are interested in getting a Volante for a decent deal. Thoughts on the Protein? I'm not a fan of the Protein. I had one for a few weeks. Bought it from a friend. Literally never put it on my board. Didn't inspire me at all. The main reason is I have a King of Tone, and at the time I had an original early '90s Nobles, and it was no comparison. Like it didn't sound anywhere near as good as the other ones. Controversial opinion: the Morning Glory sounds the exact same as the King of Tone. I disagree with you. I think the Morning Glory is brighter than the King of Tone. King of Tone is actually quite dark by itself. Volume discrepancies aside, actually the Morning Glory is another pedal that didn't really do anything for me as well. The way I see it is, I have the protein in the version of the Nordland, right? Which also has more controls than both the protein or the original Nobles. And then I have the King of Tone. So yeah, so one of the cool things is because I have the King of Tone with the 4 jacks, I can have pedals before. So like if I turn the yellow side on, the yellow side is going into the Nordland. Whereas if I have the red side on, now the Nordland is going into the red side. So yeah, it's cool. What else? I'm gonna hop off here in about 2 minutes because it's bedtime for Daddy. Chroma console's fun, but the parameters, the effects are pretty limited. Okay. I don't like the green side, but the blue side sounds cool. Had built for a while. What stage 3 drives are good? Right now I have an RC Booster V2, Morning Glory, and OCD. I think they're all great. OCD is a severely underrated drive pedal. The way I set the KOT sounding exactly the same as before. Ah, gotcha. Let's hear the Aspen with that telly. By the way, any of y'all who have questions on here, feel free to hop into the AMA. I'm still up, so. Ooh, actually, I changed the settings back. Aspen with my settings from before. I think it was about there, right? Like I said, y'all, all this is also available on YouTube, so if you want to go back and listen to some of the stuff and watch me again, I'm all over there. Yeah, I'm super happy with the Aspen. Like, great pedal. He did a great job with it. Let's see what else. Morning Glory's all right. I never tried the 1981 drive either. I do want to try it out at some point. Anyway, hey, thanks y'all for joining me. I'm going to hop off now before the way I'm streaming cuts me off. So you guys have a good one. Have a great Wednesday. Thanks for joining me on Wednesday Night Live. I'm here every single Wednesday, and you guys have a good one. Take it easy.